Good evening, Scions of Erdrick. Welcome to Week 6 of the Winter League. We have a exciting matchup in Group C between Quinn Patrick, Zatrex17, Ryguy, and Destiny of a Dragon Warrior. I mentioned they've joined me in the booth. We have our restreamer, Camion Renkai, our trackers, Cherno and Shihali. So, Week 6, we have Watch Your Head. So, we've introduced bulk damage to the event. You run into a wall, you take 2 damage. We also have our dungeons rotated and mirrored. So, those walls might not be where you normally expect them to be. Aside from that, we have random urban key carry, we have hurt more doors, treasure guards are on, including the overworld guard, and our runners are underway. Yes, we do get to watch our runners knock themselves silly, sometimes intentionally because you can do this to Death Warp. And in our starting treasury, we have the Fairy Flute, a torch, which would be nice for that 7th strength start, and a magic key. So this week we're back to normalized monster XP rather than chaos XP, so it could be a little bit more of a slower start rather than, oops, you're level 11 at 2 minutes in. Which, while it can be fun, is also panic-inducing. See, Quinn Patrick finds a ghost, Ryguy finds a red slime. I would want to chuck that torch. Red slimes rolled down, only 1 XP for those. Destiny also being red. Ghost at baby breath. This is get out of the fight. Just have this torch. 4 XP from the ghost. I believe that's about normal. We do see Destiny getting to level 2. 12 power, 3 speed, 3 HP, 12 MP. That 12 power, we can go after magicians. Might be able to take us with these magic drackies. Yes, we can. Those magicians, we see some baby breath on Zatrex aside from that. Magicians giving a nice 14 XP, or magic drac giving a nice 14 XP. So 5, 11, 4, 6 at level 3, and the spell of Repel. Oh, magic drackies with artificial combo light taking out Quinn Patrick. I think we've seen Zatrex trying to save Scum, chucking a torch at something. See Ryguy getting to 4 right away. 7, 4, 1, 3 at level 4. We're getting some good strength gains early. Oh, runners start taking on stronger foes like this scorpion we see. Beta, you can keep that luck to your practice seeds, please. You're already a stronger runner. We don't need you being luckier, too. What's going on? Destiny gets to 5. That was a 1-0-12-0 level. That's not the level up our runners are looking for at 5. And everyone's just sort of hanging around Zone 0, getting their seeds online. See, Druids, Destiny wants nothing to do with those. I don't blame Destiny one bit. Druids are kind of stinky. You do see wolves over in the South Zone. We did see that little red flash on the screen shows when someone runs into a wall and takes 2 damage. And we will be seeing some runners getting sent home early because we have no restoration right now. So much as the king says death should not have taken thee, death is going to take us. Zatrex finally finds something that could be killed with a torch and gets off level 1, gets the strength bonus, and we'll be joining our runners in handling everything. Oh, those druids are extra nasty tonight. That was a druid leading a barbecue. If we did see level 6 on Ryguy's side for 10-1, 10-1-4-12, heal and stop spell. Heal being the important one here. Now we can do stuff that's just more than just walk around to start. And we see Quinn Patrick getting the 6 as well. Destiny joining in, be getting level 6 crew. Zatrex right behind them, going to 5. And with heal, we're going to try to explore out. It looks like the only path forward is through a swamp to the southwest. And thank you to our trackers, that is 50% DL2 fire from those druids. Ryguy, the first to trip over a location, and it's a jerk. Just to the southwest of start. Over to the north of that, we have Freebie Cave. With some money. Quinn Patrick heads more northern out of the opening swamp and finds the big C, so we know where our final dungeon is. On Ryguy's side, we do see Droll Magi with the spell of Hurt More, and the spell of Punch, in case he stopped their Hurt More. Beta, I think that is the right... I think we just start on the east side of the map. You see Destiny taking on Wraiths. That Axeman, on the other hand, not a chance with these stats. Destiny is sitting in the zone, I believe this... I don't know if this is zone 1 or 2, but we have wolves near start. Yeah, we're south of start. Ryguy... Eventually we'll find a real town. That town is useful later. Quinn Patrick finding... I believe we're just in the zone... We may actually be in the zone west of start. This looks like a zone 1 or 2. And Ryguy's exploration will be cut short by an armored knight. Well, Ryguy's getting some inspiration on Quinn Patrick and Destiny will both be hitting level 7. 7 brings us 1, 12, 36, 25, and Hurt More. That is a level. And Quinn Patrick is going to immediately bash his head against the wall to go home and use that Hurt More on the doors. The king was saying something, but we were just way too concussed to figure out what it was. If we had one of the football sprites, we could have said our runners were going to the blue tent after that. We did find the death necklace in the treasury, which Ryguy and Destiny will also be picking up soon. And we do see on Quinn's side, 4 is our maximum keys today. So there is a spare key in the treasury, but also we've hurt more, so we can just blast down a door to the key shop and be good. Now on Quinn's side, we see Mountain Cave that's been flipped on its side a little bit. Encounters down here, we like them already. Rogue Scorpions with hurt more. Fantastic. Looks like the bottom is also just rotated 90 degrees. And this is very likely a treasure guard in the first chest on the second floor, which gives us a Spectre, and by Spectre we mean Stones of Sunlight. Zatrex also hitting 7 on the outside grind, picks up hurt more, and is going to join our runners in immediately getting keys. Thank you, I did not catch Ryguy hitting 8. 21022. We have hurt more. We have a ton of MP to cast hurt more. And we see a Wraith Knight. That, I believe, can also be a treasure guard. This could be a loaded mountain cave. And that was... We found Wayla's Love just in a box. Just kidding, it was a token. And a red dragon on the second floor sends Ryguy home. The Star Wyvern could also be a guard. Star Wyvern's rolled up to 152, you'd love to see it. And in this box we find... Actually, I think that we find the sword in here. Come down to Mountain 2, we just have value in every box. We found a sword and 2 pieces of homework down here. Unfortunately, we are not 4 for 4, although we do have a gold grind we can do on the last chest if we want. Yeah, I'm disappointed too that there wasn't just a fighter's, there wasn't armor down here too. Just why not have those 4 be completely loaded? Ryguy also picking up the stones there down here. Unfortunately, there are reds on this floor, so the floor that is loaded with treasure is also guarded. And we did see a level 9 on Destiny's side. 0648 sleeping outside, so no need to bonk against the wall to get... Never mind, right? Destiny's out of MP. I think Quinn might be grinding the double and then just smash against the wall 24 times. And that being the second time Quinn having bonked back might be getting the full 2 attack of Iloa experience here, this many concussions. Erdrick's sword is in the 3rd chest on the 2nd floor of Mountain 2. Or 2nd floor mountain. Yes, sword. So Mountain Cave, Sun and Tantagel, sword, token, and stones were all on the 2nd floor. That floor is loaded. Zatrex just having a time with these reds. It looks like red dragons have sleep. So you fail to run, you might not get a second chance. The Fun Fleece are out for revenge after the last 2 weeks. And agreed, Beta. This Charlock is very much in play. What item I've never... So the coordinates can hold any piece of homework, sword, armor, or Erdrick's sword, Erdrick's armor, fairy flute, and death necklace. Ryguy grinding inside Hawk's Nest, getting to 10 with 3, 2, 12, and 4. Thank you, Chris, for the further explanation. Yeah, basically any of the story items. Looking at our runner's stats right now, we have more than enough HP and MP. Let's see, our agility is already strong. Strength is a little behind, but not the end of the world, given that we've hurt more already and just a load of MP. We did see an Axe Knight in Hawk's Nest, nothing of value down there. Not that unexpected, given how much value we found already this seed. There's only 2 things that it could have been guarding. And our runners are spreading out from start. We haven't found any new towns yet. We haven't seen any curse belt yet. We have also just seen value out of from whichever chest we've opened. Armor and Charlock's always a treat. And while our runners are exploring, Zatrex hits 11, showing us 1, 9, 7, 8, and Radiant. My personal favorite spell this week. Okay, I gotta ask whoever rolled the seed. Where did you hide the towns? You did a good job of it. And we see Armored Knights puts Quinn Patrick to sleep, and that is 9,000 gold lost. Or with all the other gains that have been made, not worth resetting to get it back. Ryguy running around trying to find something before HP runs out. And we may have found out a town, but it is heavily guarded, getting encounters every 2 or 3 steps through these mountains. It is the town of Cantlin. The Mall of Alefgard is open, and Ryguy immediately grabs a large shield out of there. Quinn joining Zatrex and Ryguy at 11. Dragonfire, we have hurt more doors, rotated mirrored dungeons. You take 2 damage whenever you bonk into a wall, as we just saw on Ryguy's side. And our coordinates today, we have 73 north, 24 west. That's an easy count, right? Honestly, what Beta's saying is not a bad idea. You just go to the top of the map. You know it has to be guarded because you've seen both the Death Necklace and the Fairy Flute already. Make sure you go 24 west, start at the top, and go down until you see an encounter. So, while we're talking about this, Zatrex did hit 12, and it looked like there was at least a 16 strength in there, so we're starting to get our power. We have a Dragon Scale equipped as well. Okay. So it looks like it was 16,180 at level 12. Like Destiny is done grinding on those Axe Knights. May have actually just run out of MP. Let's see, grindable Axe Knight tile worth 137? Yeah, I don't mind staying there for a while. Zatrex finds Breckenary. Not entirely sure where. And Quinn finds the Harp Turn-In. which is right next to Breck. Understood. Destiny finds what is likely also the Harp and Breck corner. I'm very happy to find this, being completely out of resources. You gotta be careful if you're at 2 HP. Hold left for a second too long in the Kingdom 6. You could collapse at the Kingdom 6. I'm being very careful. Quinn joins at level 12. Ryguy finds 2 locations in this corner of the map. We have Grave. So with the location that coordinates are live, you find 1 item in here, you're out. Quinn finds Swamp, which is, I believe, just mirrored. Which we're not going to know what's in Grave, as there are red dragons guarding it. I believe we did see the spike in Swamp is a golem. Wait a second. Oh, never mind. That just looked very familiar. Swamp leads to Keyland. Rim, normally useful, but with Hurt More doors on, and fairly early Hurt More less so. However, there is a chest in here we need to peek. And Zatrex saying the same way. While Destiny, having some trouble with the blue, gets the crit and takes it down for 161. I believe that was 1934-3 and, well, hurt. We saw the age-old strategy on Destiny's side of just crit. Three % of the time works every time. And with this HP, we're throwing hands with red dragons that rolled up to 365. Sure, MP, you either crit or you don't. 50-50, right? Unfortunately, Quinn runs into a red dragon, and the red dragon decides to tell Quinn to take a nap. I believe Ryguy is trying to track down these coordinates. And I don't think it is doing any sort of reverse counting based on Pantagel's location, is just actually counting it. Quinn, all of our runners have found valuable encounters. Star Wyverns are great this seed. Zax Knights have rolled up. Plenty of sources for easy XP around here. As long as the fun police don't show up and decide you're having a little too much fun. Get Destiny back into... Wait a second. Are we on a single continent? Did Destiny come in? Has Destiny been through Swamp yet? As our other runners came in through Swamp South. Okay, so we're on a single continent. Quinn and Ryguy entered Swamp South. Destiny entered Swamp to the north. Quinn does find the ham. This will give us some information. This could give us some information about that grave. Ryguy finds coal. This could also give us other information. We do have the fighter's ring in the back of Garenham. And no value to be found in coal. So I believe with everything we've seen, there is something very... Well, there doesn't have to be something in that grade. It could be armor and Charlock. Quinn does find Tablet Cave. I'm not sure if anyone's looted this out yet. Ryguy decides to deal with the fun police by throwing a crit at them. And in gray, we have a Star Wyvern drawing near this. This could be our treasure guard. No deep gray play here. We now know that the Silver Harp is on coordinates. So now we know the answer to the rest of the seed. It's track down. Our runners will need to find Grave, go to the 3 chests at the top, and get the coordinates out of Charlock. But while the runners have been scouring this map for the answer, Zatrex does hit 14, gets another 3, 1. I believe that was 5 and 1. So Death Necklace definitely in play this seed. We'll be able to get doubles with the Death Necklace on. And a spell of Healmort 14. That is another important piece of the puzzle. Looks like Quinn, Patrick, and Ryguy both hanging out in sort of the western edge of the map. Quinn finds a way, I believe, back to the ham. Need an MP refill. Understood. Cherno, that is correct. You have if you kill the overworld guard, it is gone. Runners do have Healmort 14. Which is making this Red Dragon grind slightly more attractive. However, they can just do that and send you home with Exacxies. We did start with Flute, and those golems are giving up almost one under their vanilla amount. That's also not a bad target for a fight. Quinn is in the grave. Risse can hopefully get away from this red dragon and pick up the armor. We do see again on Destiny's side the two different enemies in Charlock that can be in Charlock. We're gonna have sleep. Oh no, gets back attacked by a red dragon and run block to be... Looks like Quinn's gonna get stopped just short of finding the armor. You'll see Destiny going back into the grave. Can he make it to the armor? Caesar's off by a little bit. Yeah, Radiant's so useful here because it helps you figure out which way dungeons are facing. Destiny sees the Star Wyvern, will get the armor after this. Unfortunately, without knowledge of Caitlyn being live, we'll be diving deep grave where we in the booth know there's not going to be value. Zatrex does hit 15 while trying to track down... Also fighting the map boss. We see Quinn going to take another attempt at getting this armor, and immediately the Fun Police show up. Destiny does take a death to the Red Dragon. This is honestly a good death for Destiny, getting kicked out of grave. Quinn did find... Quinn also got the armor, and is about to head down in a deep grave. This is a very reasonable play without the knowledge of Caitlyn. So you don't confuse me. Try and figure out which way to go on a fairly symmetric floor like Grave 2. The good news is once you found one entrance in Grave 2, the deep grave is easy. Just keep going around the circle. It's always opposite from where you started. Speaking of grave, Zatrex finds the grave. Let's see how his luck is getting to the armor. The armor guards are coming for everyone tonight. First armor guard didn't get you, and the second would also get stop spelled. Getting some good luck on these stop spell rolls. And there is armor. We have armor parity across the board for everyone now. For 3 armor runners, it's Find, Canlin, then Count. In the case of Ryguy, it is Find the Harp. And speaking of finding Canlin, Quinn Patrick finds Canlin. While our runners are continuing to explore this map, we'd like to give a shout out to our behind-the-scenes crew, Cammy on running the restream, turning on Chiali, pushing the buttons. We couldn't have a show without, or we couldn't put this show on without them. And our runners, Quinn Patrick, Zatrex, Ryguy, and Destiny. They've been putting on a clinic so far on this seed. And yes, to point out for what Just Chris said in chat, the top 2 runners from this race will move on to the semifinals. Which Ryguy has found the treasure guard, and as such, used that guard to say, "Here's where my harp is." I will see. Does Ryguy choose to go at 15 with, frankly, all the HP, and we'll be doing 6 to 12? Or do we grind to 16 and see if we can get a little more strength? Yes, Just Chris. Never finding swamp doesn't seem to be a problem. I'm 99% certain it's a single continent, because I saw runners enter swamp from either side. It does appear that Ryguy is going to dive at 15, dumping the inventory and replace it with fairy water. Honestly, that's possible, because it looked like one of the swamp entrances was similar to another formation. So level 15, with 113 MP, we have 14 heal mores. It does look like we're going to 16 with a fairly easy 300, we'll call it 350 XP encounter sitting in Swamp. Unfortunately, it looked like Destiny was trying to set up a gold grind in the Contagious basement and got sent home by a red dragon. And Zatrex does get the 16. Take a quick look at the stats. I didn't catch it when it went by. Oh, we'll wait for level 16 stats. Quinn Patrick did get the harp, and it's just now in grind and go. Let's see what 16. Let's see what 16 gave us. It gave us an extra 2120. Not much of an improvement of where we were. And we're going to 17. Quinn hits 15 and takes a look at the stats. And it says, this is good enough, let's go. Unfortunately, Chris, that inn at the bottom of Charlock just wasn't making enough money. It got bought up by private equity, and all sorts of things happened. In short, they just shut it down. They relocated it to Hargan's Castle. You see on Quinn Patrick's side, Ryguy going to turn in, be the first with the rainbow drop. Quinn Patrick going to be right behind. Zatrex does have the coordinates and is counting it out now. Realizing there are multiple rivers in the way of getting this coordinate solved. Destiny finds Charlock. We'll get the coordinates, realize it's a count. We did see if 16 wasn't going mode, 17 certainly is. That was 25 strength at level 17. And an extra 13 MP for good measure. We have two of our runners heading into Charlock. The other two completing their counts. However, there are red dragons with sleep lurking in Charlock. The first red dragon we see decides to cooperate and not put Ryguy to sleep. We do see an armored knight on Quinn Patrick's side. These also have sleep. Fortunately for Ryguy, going to get the triple run, or get the Mercy run. And Zatrex now has the Harp as well. Just needs to do the turn-ins, and we'll join Quinn and Ryguy. There are red dragons on the second floor too, just for good measure. And unfortunately, we are going to see the Charlotte Welcoming Committee do its job. You know what? Quinn Patrick is walking around like, what red dragons? There's no red dragons here. Quinn, I believe, down to the third floor. Ryguy making the second dive in, immediately finds a red dragon. Zatrex also has the rainbow drop, so is going to be joining our runners in this dive. Again, with multiple sleep monsters, this is still anyone's race. Quinn is at the U. As we did see Destiny also picking up the drop while this is all happening, so it's all going to come down to Charluck at this point. Quinn is on the first to the bottom floor. Ryguy getting back attacked and slept by a red dragon immediately. Run blocked another sleep. There are red dragons everywhere in this place. And oh no, slept, run blocked, and will be sent home again. And we do have an Armor Knight sitting on the final spike. Armor Knight showing off, hey, I can cast Sleep too. And Quinn will be the first of our runners to be called a fool. Immediately puts on a Death Necklace, no surprise there, given we have 171 HP. It's a cooperative DL1, not that it matters too much, once we're out of this phase, we'll be reset back down to our new max of 129. Bangalore does get the first strike here. We start with a 9 Fairy Water. We're up to 23. And that will be 38 on Quinn Patrick's side. Some good rolls on those last two Fairy Waters. Gets a double here. Up to 53. We're at 65. Running. Still have the one Fairy Water left. That swing takes us to 72. We're at 81. This should be a fairly safe fight with 10 Healmores left. We're at 87. Not if you roll like that, though. We're at 96. Those nines are a little better. We're at 105. Another double gets off to 113. That is 123 damage dealt. Sort of a miss menu. This is pretty much in the bag. And get your GGs out for tonight's winner, Quinn Patrick. We have Zatrex right behind. This is going to be a much faster fight, coming in with 149 attack. You are doing 12 to 24 damage. Quinn Patrick will be finishing first with an official time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 30 seconds, and we'll be moving on to the semifinals. And we're joined by today's winner, Quinn Patrick. GG's.
Thanks. I can't believe I won that race. That did not feel like it went well.
So I gotta ask, did you know there were red dragons infesting the entirety of Charlock?
I know they were down in the bottom. I take it one or two of my opponents got knocked out of Charlock and sent home.
Ryguy twice.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I got it in Garen's Grave when I was like one enemy away from getting Healmore, which would have saved me. And that was a pretty bad death, so yeah, man, that... I've robbed Ryguy twice now, I guess.
And shortly after you came in, we did see Zatrex finishing in second. GG's. That means you two will be continuing on into week 7.
GG's, Zatrex.
Thanks, GG's. By the looks of it, we put on a good show.
Yeah, it looks like that one. I wasn't looking at the race room until I was like halfway through DL2. And I clicked on it, and I saw everyone was still going, which was really surprising to me. And I thought, well, either I'm going to win this race or it's going to be a really good race. So,
yeah, I lost a few minutes hunting down Cantlin. Could not find it for the life of me.
The map in this one was so annoying. I mean, I explored the entire thing. Finding Garenham felt really bad. You know, ending up on Second Continent felt pretty bad. just walking all over the place. I like gold grinded to twice the money that I would need for a silver shield and a full plate, and then I died. I grinded twice the money so that I could bonk out, because I was like one encounter away from learning outside. This was in the mountain cave under Tanagel. And then I just went out into the world and just ran out of MP and died, and never got a silver shield. I did get magic armor out of it, which is pretty nice, because I wound up not getting Erdrick's armor until, like, 2 hours in or whatever, but somehow in a 1 hour seed.
Yeah, sounds like a very similar experience for me. I found Garanham second to last, and then just was like trying to figure out where I might have had a gap in my map, and eventually figured it out for Cantlin.
Yeah, that was a really confusing map. And man, at the end, it looks like everyone else, well, at least Destiny went to 16. Did you go to 16, Zatrex?
That's a good question. It's covered up. Oh, no, I went to 17, yeah.
There's
Well,
17 in your name, you went to 17.
I saw 15, and I said, I'm gonna put on Death Necklace, get to 124 attack, buy a bunch of fairy water. I got like 170 HP, so I'm gonna be getting doubles even with the Death Necklace on. I can do it at 15, but I was like in the swamp cave farming golems, and I had just gotten my harp. My count, by the way, was insane. It was incredible. I just gotten my harp, and I like walked to Breckenary, thinking I'm gonna buy fairy water. And then I saw all my stuff. I'm like, crap! I still have all the quest items on me. I can't buy fairy water yet. I have to get the rainbow drop to compress my inventory. So I had to like hit return, go to the jerk, get my rainbow drop, walk all the way back to Breckenary because it was closer than Cantlin. And then finally buy my fairy water and walk all the way back. And it's like, by now I could have just grinded to 16.
Yeah, I think I got most of my last level was just a string of golems all in a row, right before I found Caitlin.
Yeah, with how
Like
easy they
the
were getting
golems were throwing themselves at me, and it's like, no, I've already committed to the sunk cost fallacy. I'm not getting 16.
For what it's worth, 16 was garbage.
That was kind of what I was afraid of.
17 was amazing.
No, 17 had 25 strength.
Oh my god. Yeah, just send the Dragon Lord into orbit.
Like, I'm fairly certain level 16 was like 2120 or something like that. Yeah, how did you?
I just knew that if I didn't go on 15, Beta would have been in the chat going, 15 is go level, why is he still grinding? I would have never lived it down, so...
Well, if you watch this back with chat, you'll see exactly that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the rotated mirrored dungeons? That being the big joke of this week.
I never have to do it again. I'll be happy.
The room in Charlock where it's like the crossroads where you can either go to the judge's table or to the basement. And that one, like, it's so symmetrical. There's no way of telling which path you're taking. I just guess.
Sure, I guessed wrong every practice and guessed right tonight, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice surprise."
Oh, well, once you see the stairs, at least the stairs that go up go to the judge's table. The stairs go down, head to the Dragon Lord.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Well, it depends because it's symmetrical. It can be rotated and mirrored and look the same as vanilla.
But it's one of them is the downward staircase, the other one is the upward staircase. I never knew that because that's like something you never need to know. Something you would never need to know except in rotated rooms.
Are we talking about Charlock Basement 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
That threw me for a loop for a moment as well. then I went up the up staircase and I heard the music change and I was like, wait a minute. Nah, this ain't right. And I went back and went the correct way.
Yeah, you're just like, that's the wrong key.
Well, GG's, guys. Quinn Patrick and Zatrex. Wow, well done. I'll be salty against the town of Cantlin. I full cleared everything at least twice over before finding Cantlin way out in the boonies. I even there was a path all the way to the far west coast and a narrow strip of land that goes all the way up and around to nothing. So I have fully explored every tile of this map for the benefit of everyone.
Yeah, this map was bad.
Cantlin, all three of you last location Cantlin. It was very well hidden.
It sure was. And then I thought I was clever with just doing the single coordinate count and having the knowledge that the overworld search spot was still on in this flag, and I was gonna just bank on having not defeated the treasure guard yet, which was the case, and I was like, well, if that's not the case, then I guess I'll just search every tile up and down and should be pretty close to the top of the map, but that worked out for me, and yeah. I'll be interested to watch this one back, see where the time loss was, if it was purely exploration, or a little bit of indecision of diving grave, or what else happened on this one for me.
I think a lot of it was just map boss.
Did anybody else have an absolutely awful time at level 1?
I used the torch to kill a ghost, and then I got a red slime and I escaped level 1 pretty quick.
Okay, I didn't see any red slimes until I was like level 4.
Yeah, I was going to ask, was that chain of resets at start just looking for something that you could torch?
I knew I was going to have to kill 2 ghosts, so once I saw it had baby breath, I was like, okay, I need to kill one just with my fists, and then get the second one with the torch.
Did everyone make it through Sharlock on their first attempt? The red dragons and armor knights with sleep was scary.
You 3 did.
Oh, poor Ryguy.
Yeah, Ryguy just getting really bad luck against me in particular, because the last time I raced him, it was a similar case where he was ahead of me, and then he got slept by the Dragon Lord, and there was nothing he could do about it. And here it sounds like he got slept by red dragons, and there's nothing he could do about it, and that put him behind me. So yeah, just condolences to Ryguy. Definitely missed the semifinals on account of that. Just an unfortunate year for him.
Did that happen when Ryguy was at level 17? It looks like Ryguy and Zate at 16. Okay. It looks like Quinn, you finished at level 16 and without Fighter's Ring either. 15?
I did it on 15. I had Fighter's Ring, I had Death Necklace, I had Fairy Water, and I had a dream.
That dream was to advance in Winter League. Well done. Wow. I love it.
15 was pretty solid. The main argument against 15 is that like buying Fairy Water was arguably slower than just grinding some more. But I think that like the odds on 15 were quite good.
Yeah, you just need to get lucky and not have red dragons decide to fulfill their role as the fun police.
Yeah, 16 gave like 2-1-2-0, and I was like, okay, I'm up to 126 attack power. I feel good about a little bit better, and was kind of did the same thing, went back and forth on whether to get Fairy Waters or to just fight, like 6 golems and be done with the level. Especially when I was seeing golems on the overworld as I was walking back and forth from the trading caves. I was second guessing that. And then I was even tempted to just buy Fairy Waters up to the point before trading in for the Rainbow Drop, since the Harp Cave was right there. Then I was like, no, this is sketchy. I need 2 more Fairy Waters. So I might be losing a heal more on the way down if there's red enemies. But I'm satisfied that I completed the seed, given all of the nasties that could have taken place, and really excited for Quinn Patrick and Zatrex to move forward to the next round.
Is next week like the everything tri-state week?
I don't know.
The Everything Tri-State Week is week 8A, the first finals race. Next week is Go Mode, Don't Know Mode, which has a lot of Go Mode specific variables. It introduces Fairy Flute works for all, and a handful of other interesting pieces that really throw the end game for a loop.
Would have been a good one for
We're gonna
no
put the Dragon Lord to
numbers,
sleep.
but I guess you guys didn't want to go that mean.
So I think the real winner of this race was Artorias308, who has successfully dodged me through the entirety of Winter League 2026. Not that I would have defeated him in a race anyways, but just to get to my frustration that I don't get to face off against my co-op partner, thorn in my side. So GG's Artorias, well done on avoiding me, and maybe we'll just hit the losers bracket when you if you crumble here in your race this week. I don't know if you're even out there watching in chat, but that's what I have to say about that.
Yes, and again, GG's with Patrick and Zatrex for continue on to week 7. Hopefully you'll find out where Go Mode is there, because we don't know where it is.
I think Go Mode is find the flute.
Does that flute for all apply to the Dragon Lord?
It does.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
All means all.
Yep.
That was
our
my
schedule up
idea.
right now.
Wasn't I the one who like posted that in the suggestions channel a long time ago? Flute for all.
We'll let you take the blame for that one way or the other. Sure.
And see, we do
I
have
don't think
already.
there's blame there. That's a very cathartic seed to have on.
Sometimes being the one to be blamed is a good thing.
We should have had guaranteed 100% crits on everyone on too. Those are fun.
As I was saying, we do have our schedule up right now. Tomorrow we will have 2 more quarterfinal races. We'll have Group D, Aaron, Chris, Joof, and Angel at 8 Eastern. Then at 10 Eastern, we'll have Group B, Diabetes Second, Artorias, Silly Dabbin, and Big Slamoo. Then Thursday, there's no race happening Thursday. You don't need to look at that.
Aaron, Chris, Jeff, and Angel is like that could be like a finals. That's such a group of death.
Definitely looking forward to the rest of the week 6 races this week. Looking for volunteers for the Restream crews there, Restreamers, trackers, commentators. If you're available during these times, let us know in the Discord channel. There's my admin plug for that for the evening.
Yes, thank you for that. Do y'all have any final thoughts on this seed? On the tournament as a whole so far?
Just GG's to the other racers, and thanks to all the Restream crew for putting this together.
Same, 100%.
Yeah, thank you to tonight's volunteers, as well as the volunteers all throughout Winter League up to this point, as well as the remainder of the way. Appreciate the opportunity to have participated with everyone and had a lot of fun playing the seeds and having the races. And good luck, Quinn and Zatrex, as you move on. I'll be rooting for you guys from the group here to get to the finals.
Thanks.
It does look like we have ourselves a raid target. We'll be heading out to Speed Gaming 3 for a Z1R tournament race featuring Ultra Lavos and ISU Matt. Again, on behalf of the Restream team tonight, Cammy on our Restreamer, Cherno and Shihali, our trackers, all of you have yourselves a great rest of the night.